So there was a kingdom, there were two daughters, one of the king, one of the Jamindar. So both of them were close friends. One day a sadhu visited to that palace because the king was very religious. He used to invite all the sadhus, he used to do seva to them so that he gets blessings and so that he and his kingdom will flourish in a long way. So as dharmic personality, he was entertaining sadhus and he was listening from them. So this sadhu, when he came, he stayed for a month, like sometime during Chaturmasya, sometime he came and he stayed for a month. So he had a deity of small Lord Krishna. So every day he used to do nice deity worship. So when he was doing nice deity worship, he used to sing, he used to offer prayers, he used to decorate the Lord. And these two girls became intrigued, or they became fascinated by the way how he was worshipping. So they used to sit next to him, they used to observe keenly how he was worshipping the Lord, like how we do Shodashopachara to Shaligrama. So every Brahmana, every devotee has this thing that every day they have to worship with Shodashopachara. So girls used to support him by bringing flowers, by making chandan, by bringing milk, curds and the things, everything, by making bhoga. So slowly they started feeling, we should also have one deity. We can also do this, because after a few days the sadhu will go away. But they became so inspired by his association that they wanted to practice his dharma. So one day they went to the sadhu and they said, my dear sir, it is very good opportunity that you have been staying in our house. So we have been blessed by you, by your presence, that we have been becoming attached to the deity worship. So please also bless us with the one deity of Lord so that we can continue our deity worship. So the sadhu thought, these girls, very small, said they might not know how to handle the Lord as per Shastra. So he was thinking, now how do I persuade them not to worship? But still he cannot, because she is the princess, king's daughter. So he thought, let me do one thing, let me fool. So sometimes what will parents do? When we ask something, they might give us something imitation. They may not give us the original thing, because the value of it we may not be able to handle it. So sometimes when we were children also, we were asked money. At the time there was something called artificial currency, small papers with the numbers printed. So parents used to give us that money and we used to keep that in our pocket and we used to feel, oh, I have money, 500, 1000, unlimited denomination would be there on that paper. But we were thinking it as real money. So he was also thinking, let me give them something. So at that small age, it is good for them, he thought. So he went to the town, he saw everywhere, and he finally found one stone which looks like Shaligrama, very shiny, shape and effect. So he brought that stone. Next day morning when they came, he said, so please take over this is the stone, this is the Lord for you. And he instructed them how to do. So please understand, whatever comes from the mouth of sadhu or whatever comes from this hand of sadhu, it has spiritually potent, because they are spiritually enriched people. So the girls started treating that as the supreme Lord, as Shaligrama, as Krishna's reincarnation. They started daily worshipping the Shaligrama. They started doing aradhana to that Shaligrama. They started offering everything. Morning and evening they used to come, like small children, how they are inquisitive, they used to do everything what the sadhu was doing. And because they were all king's daughter, they used to have exclusive things procured to offer to the deity. And even though it may be a normal stone, the Lord accepted the form of the stone. He entered into that stone and he was reciprocating to them. And they were feeling very much happy by engaging in that stone. Over a period of time, now marriage age has come. That girl who was the princess, she was married to a nearby kingdom prince who was very handsome, very well looking. So as when she was asked to go, she started collecting that box. She made a jeweled throne onto which this stone was made, and alankara was done every day to this stone. And she was very morose. She was thinking, I am being separated. She was thinking, Krishna was only my Lord, my heart was given to him. I don't think of anybody else who is my dear companion. But today somebody else accepted that post, thinking he is my husband. She was thinking, now two people in my life whom to focus upon, whether focus on my husband or the one who has stolen my heart, the Lord. So she was holding that box on the palanquin. She was seated inside and she was in a distressed mode. She was in a little shaky mode. The prince who had married, he was in the front on the horse, and the palanquin was carried by the people, followers. And there were many people. As they were going, he was coming back, tried to check with the bride how she was, but she was not in a responsive mode. She was very disturbed situation. So at one particular place, when they came to a near river by side, they took a break there. He stopped everybody and the palanquin was got down. Then he had asked all the people to move away so that he can have some private time with his new wife. When he went near the wife was not responding. She was very silent. She was closing her eyes and tears were coming from her eyes. So he was thinking, why is that she was so disturbed? What is the one which is stopping our relationship? Something is blocking. So then he saw every few minutes she is opening the box. She is seeing something in the box, because he did not know what is there in the box. And she was almost, as soon as she sees the box, she starts crying again. So he was thinking, this is the box is the one which is creating difference between me and my wife. So if this box is removed, she might come close to me. So he told some of his women assistants, somehow or other take her aside, play some jokes, make her something, bring out of her mood. And when she is not watching asking, bring that box away from her. So these people were also very intelligent. They started playing jokes, they started cracking, they started trying to make her laugh. But many things they were doing, but she was not responding to them. She was very silent. But one lady intelligently engaged her in conversation, slowly removed that box from her hand and brought to the princess, from the princess, and handed it over to the prince. The prince, as soon as he opened, he saw one stone there and a jewel thrown there. He thought, this stone is the one which is differentiating me and my wife. So he immediately, out of anger, he threw that stone into the river along with her. Now when that princess got to know that my box was stolen, she started crying. Then immediately he said, all the people, pick her up and let us go back to the kingdom as early as possible. So they all took her back to the kingdom, and when she found out that box was lost, then she started doing Amarana Nirahara Diksha. She said, I am not going to eat or drink even a drop of water unless my Lord comes back to me. Because whole day I have been eating, till now my entire life I have been eating only that which is offered to the Lord. I did not eat anything more. So I cannot survive my life without the Lord. She started pitiably crying and she started sitting. Nobody was allowed to talk to her. Nobody is allowed to come near her. The prince felt very sorry. Then he thought, he went back to her and he said, what should I do? How can I pacify you? How can I bring you back to be a normal state? So she controlled her anger. She said, you can only bring me back when my Lord is back to me, or else I am not going to respond to you. I am going to quit my life, or I am going to commit suicide like that. Then the entire royal family became disturbed. The new wife, if she commits suicide, what will be our name and fame? They think that we have tortured her and we have created a situation where she had to commit suicide. So they took her and they all went to the river where that box was thrown. So then the prince, the husband, came and said to the wife, if you say that you are so much attached to Lord Krishna, if you are so powerful that your love is so undisturbed, call your Lord here. If your Lord comes to you, I will surrender to you my life and I will follow whatever you say. If Lord does not come to you, you have to follow what I say. This is the commitment. So then the challenge for the Lord, because it is between Bhagavan and the Bhakta. Then she started sincerely praying to the Lord, oh Lord, so many years you have been associated with me, and now suddenly you vanished from me. I cannot survive my life without you. If you don't come now, I don't have any option but to commit suicide. I am going to enter into the water and I am going to forsake my life for you. Now your name and fame is at stake. Now please handle yourself. Now as soon as she sincerely prayed to the Lord, the box rose out of the water, opened itself. The Lord, who was there as a stone, accepted the form of a deity, immediately flew onto her lap and embraced her. Girl. And as soon as everybody saw the Supreme Lord in the form of a deity came and sat on the lap, immediately they all agreed, her bhakti is the highest. They all immediately paid obeisances to her, and the husband, as committed, he said, from today I am your servant. He touched her feet and he said, you are my spiritual person. See, bhakti is so good. Even Bhagavan becomes bound by the devotion. Simple thing, it was only a stone for merely to outside people. But the bhava was so great, and the person who delivered was also a great devotee. In that way, the Lord accepted that form as per the devotee, and he guided them and he inspired them. And if you think Brahma was a common man, no, Brahma was a great personality. He is the Parampara Acharya, a great devotee. And when he meditated, Lord appeared to him and guided him at every step. So this is what Brahma had experienced, the guidance from the Lord. His intelligence became sharpened. Dadhami buddhi yogam tam. For those who are my sincere devotees, Lord says, I am there in their heart and I inspire them how to engage in my devotions. This is what Brahma had practically experienced. This is what all of us, when we do in bhakti, we get inspired by the Lord from the Paramatma in the heart, how to do in a better way at this.